For those of you that don't know me, my name is Miles, and I'm here to help you answer one very important question, and that is, what in the world am I supposed to watch on Netflix this month? Sure, we all have Netflix accounts, everyone and their mother has one, but you can only watch The Office for the 7th time before it gets just a little bit old. So there's always new content coming out, and I'm here to help steer you in the right direction. So let's get started on what to watch March 2017 on Netflix. So I'll be going over some of the new things on Netflix this month by premiere date. I'm going to start off with the Netflix originals, and then I'll go into some of the new additions as well. Let's start off with the Iron Fist, Marvel's newest TV show premiering March 17th. So it's basically your average superhero show, except don't think Superman, think Batman, as the guy's just a kung fu master. His only real superpower that I can tell is that he has a glowing fist, which I'm assuming makes it made of iron somehow and makes him punch very hard. I wouldn't know, I'm not a kung fu guy. However, I do love kung fu movies, and the action in this show looks to die for. It's got a little bit of a relatively unknown cast, but I think all the parts are very well cast, from what I can see anyway. So if you're into Marvel's newest shows, look into this as well. I'm sure it'll be just as good as the others. Now, Love is a new show premiering March 19th by the infamous Judd Apatow. It's basically a look at modern romance as we know it. And this one actually does have a tremendously huge cast. I guarantee every actor in there you've seen somewhere else in your life. And it tries to cover all walks of life. So exes, nerds, jocks, older generations of people as well. Just looking at modern romance with a comedic look as well. It's supposed to be very funny. I laughed a lot during the trailer. If you want to, check it out. But if you're into comedies and romances, check out this again, premiering March 19th. Dave Chappelle is coming out with a new special on March 21st. It's a Netflix exclusive, and we have not seen him in years. I am so stoked. I'm a huge Dave Chappelle fan. Looks like he's doing 2 specials combined into one show. So if you're interested in Dave Chappelle, if you like him at all, or if you haven't but you're into comedy, check out Dave Chappelle, March 21st. 13 Reasons Why is a new TV show based on a best-selling book. It's a mystery, drama, thriller. Basically, a young woman has tragically, it seems, ended her own life. So she gives out tapes and notes to 13 people, sort of detailing and explaining how they were responsible for the events leading up to her death. And it kind of seems like she wouldn't have killed herself without those people being involved. Looks like a heartbreaker, a drama, still a little bit of a heartwarmer. You can see her and her boyfriend kind of hanging around sometimes. And I'm not sure of the details. I haven't read the book, but it looks very good, aimed at the young adult crowd. So if you're into those dramas, check out 13 Reasons Why, March 31st. Couple of new movies coming out. First one is 5 Came Back. It's a documentary about 5 Allied filmmakers during World War II and how they were responsible for the Allied forces winning. It goes over in the trailer, but Nazi Germany had found recent success with propaganda in films, basically showing how their forces were so powerful, and it seemed to the Allied powers that they couldn't win because of all this propaganda against them. Well, these filmmakers fought back. They went into the battlefields, into war zones, detailing how the Allied forces could and were winning. Huge morale boost for America specifically. Also, it is famously made by 5 famous producers now, including the most famous director of all, Steven Spielberg. If you're into documentaries, look at this one. It should be one of the best ones of the year, probably. The Discovery, premiering March 31st, starring Jason Segel, is a new movie coming out about how the afterlife has been discovered, but tragically everyone starts committing suicide to get to the afterlife faster. So this is a very sad world that they live in. They're trying to hold on hope. There's some very important questions like why even live when there is an afterlife, things like that. Also, it looks like the inventor or the discoverer of the afterlife is under a lot of flack. People think they should have kept it secret so that all these suicides wouldn't happen. So there's a lot of moral implications. as well as Jason Segel being one of the best actors of our time. It is a must-see, again, premiering March 31st. Now, there are some, again, non-Netflix originals coming out this month that I really want to plug. One being Blazing Saddles, out March 1st. It is a Mel Brooks film. If you're not aware of who that is, think Spaceballs. His most famous movie. It is a satire on racism and old westerns. Absolutely hilarious, and it's just a good film to watch. It's a little bit racy if you're into that sort of thing, but I highly recommend it. 2, Jurassic Park, the original. It started the trilogy, that started the saga. The CGI holds up to this day. If you haven't seen it or just are amped for the new movies coming out, give it a watch. Coming out again on Netflix March 1st. 2 new Disney movies are coming out this month as well, including Disney's Pete's Dragon on March 16th and the BFG March 17th. BFG stands for Big Friendly Giant, if you weren't aware. But Disney movies typically are not on Netflix, and if they are, they don't stay for very long. So if you want to watch these movies, check them out as soon as possible. But guys, that about does it for me. If you have any questions on any of these shows, feel free to ask me. I gave you a lot of good options, I think. Obviously, not all of them will be for you, but I hope you find something on this list that you'll enjoy. If you like the video, please like it, subscribe to our channel, check out our other stuff. We're also doing HBO, Hulu, and cable as well. And that about does it for me. You guys take care, alright?